Hello, how you doing? This is Fred Reyes, live with Lamar Thomas here in the city of Long Beach. Guys, very exciting, man. Today I had the pleasure of meeting Lamar, and we were just talking a bit earlier, but what motivated him to get into the real estate market? Share with us, Lamar.
Well, what happened was during the real estate crash in about 2008, my family and I were living in a certain area, and we had succumbed to the same problems that a lot of other people had during that time. We lost our home, and then we had to move somewhere else. So during that time, I made the decision. I said, we can't go through this anymore.
Correct.
Like, I'm really going to put in the effort to get us out of the situation. So I decided to take my time and learn all I can about real estate, and I got into the market, and ever since then, I'm here.
That's awesome, man. I mean, that's a great story because, obviously we all went through that market, and that's one of the worst markets I've been through ever since I've been in the industry. And, just because for me was passion helping people, by meeting you, you have good energy, you got compassion. You know what? I think you're going to go do well in this business, man.
I appreciate it.
I really believe that. I think that people, when they go through certain things in their life, and they use it for the good, oh man, you'll be dominating out there. So let me ask you a question. I mean, obviously you seem pretty young, you look young, and the question is, obviously that motivated you, but obviously you take your test, all that. Was that difficult for you?
I'm
not passed the first time?
Well, yeah, I passed the first time. I studied. I studied a lot. I literally read the book back and forth. Did practice tests. I did everything I could to get it in, get it out, so I can get a head start and start
Correct.
running.
Yeah, and that's important because a lot of people. I see people take it 2 or 3 times, man. And you know what? I would tell them keep doing it, keep doing it. Don't ever let nobody out there tell you can't do something. Lamar, took something from a negative and made it a positive, right?
Right.
And now you're helping families. What's that like, man? To hand over the keys to somebody and be that, like to see them like, wow, man,
I guess that's one of the best parts, but
right.
The reason why I got into it because they had a problem.
Correct.
And the issue that they were having is they couldn't do it themselves.
Yeah.
So what I did was I stepped in and showed them another way.
Mm-hmm.
Built the trust and showed them how to get to exactly where they wanted to go, find the house that they wanted in. Yeah, and the keys over, they smiling, give me a hug.
Yeah, and that's valuable, man. Because you know what, honestly, I see a lot of agents that love. Everybody loves to sell, and everybody loves to make money, but it's a little things like that, where you hand over something or you give them a little gift, or I think I'm a little older than you, but I think old school ways is good. To because that family has other family, you know what I mean? And especially, in my culture, that's the way it works. You take care of one person, man, it's like taking care of you become family. And that's key in this business. But, so let me ask you a little bit about yourself. You're in the real estate business, but also, I heard you also do some kind of skydiving?
Yeah, so I go skydiving, wow. I go parasailing, I do
Parasailing.
snowboarding.
It's funny, I just watched a movie on that, right, with Kevin Hart, and it was based on him parasailing with this paraplegic guy, and I was like, wow, man, I want to try that. I want to try skydiving, because I would make good. I think I'd drop faster than you, man, but I think it'd be fun. But what's it feel like when you first take that dive?
Literally, when you get out the plane, I was tandem, which I was attached to somebody else, and they were my safety net. So, they try to talk you up and let you know, okay, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You're ready for this. You're ready for this, and then next thing you know, you're falling backwards.
Oh my God!
And then the wind is hitting you in your face. You're trying to, maintain, keep your breath. You're like, oh my goodness, like what is this? You see the ground, and I'm like,
it's funny because it's like getting on the real estate license. You're studying, it's that whole drop going on. Right. But once you get that test and you pass,
yep,
man, you did it.
Right when you touch the ground, it's like, oh, I bet
it. That's awesome, man. That's a great feeling. Guys, how old are you now?
I'm 30.
30 years old, entrepreneur. Look at him, dressed nice. I met him for the first time. Awesome dresser. That's important in this business. That's very important because, guys, I've seen, realtors that. Maybe I used to say, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's always a first impression. And when I met this young man, he comes in, I'm like, wow, man, this guy looks sharp, ready to go, very excited for the products you had here, and obviously, I want to help your career and help you build. We had a good conversation. I think we did pretty good, and there's so much to offer, you know, especially, you know, you have to have a team, right? You're building your title guy, your escrow person, your loan person, and that's huge in this market, you know, because right now, I mean, it's becoming a little different market, you know, but I think obviously with the skills you have, and you know, I think you're gonna do well, man. I'm very excited.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question, man. Before it's a big weekend, you know.
It is.
So are you gonna be working this weekend? Or
Yes.
You are.
Yes, I'll be working this weekend.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're not gonna watch the Super Bowl?
I won't watch the Super Bowl, unfortunately. I have things
man.
to do. I got clients that need my help. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so much that I have to do during
Correct.
that period of time
Yeah.
that I guess I
And,
have to.
and that, I'm sure everybody has a question. I mean, what's your team?
Man, well, I'm about to go to the Rams this year. What do you
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know what? I love the Patriots. I love, I think what's his name, Brady's good. I mean, he's an awesome quarterback. I mean, guy, come on, you gotta give him credit. But the deal is, man, Rams, man. I mean, I have friends that used to play for the Rams, and it's one of those things like, wow, I just want sometimes you want the other team to win.
No.
No, I'm saying the Rams.
Okay,
yeah.
Not your team.
No, man. So hopefully that happens, and they bring it home, and that'd be awesome. I think that'd be awesome for the city, stuff like that. But honestly, man, I mean, I enjoy, having you on the show. I mean, I want you back because, I have so many questions to ask, and obviously, I have one last question. I mean, because, I'm very passionate because you talked about your mother and stuff like that, your family. I mean, what did your parents think, man?
So unfortunately, my mom passed away.
Oh man, I hate to say that. I mean, that happened to me. I mean, I know the feeling. Trust me.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that what. Let me ask you something. I mean, I lost my mom, lost my dad, but one thing that did happen, and I can probably say, hey, you know what? I mean, take it how you want to take it. But one thing when I first lost my father, it was the first start when I was starting my career. But I took that negative vibe, man, and I said, you know what? My father wants to be proud of me, right? Or my mother. And you know what? It was the best career of my life. I mean, I made a lot of money. The market was great. But yeah, man, I said, but even though you went through that strategy, all those strategy, I mean, you're still here. You're still making it hustle.
Yes.
That's awesome, man. I give a lot of credit, guys. And you know what? I mean, stick to what I'm sure there's a lot of people that criticize, whatever, but you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. Be positive, right? And she, like I say all the time, dude, I miss my mom dearly. I don't even want to talk about it.
Right.
But the thing is this.
Yeah,
I know. But the thing is, Lamar, the thing is this, man, is focus on your business, focus on your career, and you know what? She's always smiling down at you, man. That's what we say. Yeah, that's no worries, man. So, guys, I mean, there's so much things to talk about. Very exciting, again, to have Thomas here and just chit-chat about the business. But guys, we're going to have him back because there's so much to talk. So this is just a simple little interview, and we'll be back. This is Fred Reyes.